Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So in this new gaming series we're going to be looking at Evercade What If. In this first video we're going to be looking at Midway games. And what if Midway games came to Evercade? What would we see? What kind of games would come to the platform? They're obviously famous for games such as Mortal Kombat and NBA Jam. And obviously it's a what if, it's not a prediction. This might never actually happen. Now guys, obviously in future videos please let me know which games or publishers would you like to see in the Evercade What If series. So without further ado, let's have a look at some of the games we could see if Midway came to Evercade. So first up, we'd obviously love to see the Mortal Kombat gaming series hit Evercade. There was lots of different versions, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of them in various different formats across arcade, Mega Drive, SNES, etc. It does go on and on. This is the arcade version that we're playing in the video. Personally, I think I preferred the more accessible Mega Drive version. It wasn't quite as tough. But obviously if it came to Evercade, we'd maybe have access to the dip switches to perhaps make it a little bit easier to play, because there's no doubt the challenge is very steep playing the arcade version. Still absolute classic one-on-one beat 'em up, which I really loved, and there was nothing more satisfying than pulling off those fatality finishing moves, especially if you were playing against a relative. Seeing their face completely raging at the fact that they've just been beat and you've even pulled off a fatality is absolutely priceless.
Fatality.
So next up, I would love to see the NBA Jam gaming series. This is NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and it's the arcade version as well. Now personally I think I would definitely always go for the console versions. I think they were definitely a wee bit more accessible and a lot more fun to play. I think they perfected it, arguably perhaps better than the arcade versions. But there's no doubt about it, this was an extremely addictive basketball game that I absolutely loved. Even originally I rented this out of Blockbuster Video way back in the day for weeks on end before I eventually actually bought my own copy of the game, and there was nothing better than hearing the boom shakalaka and from downtown voice samples throughout the game. Absolutely fantastic, addictive stuff, and arguably it's probably never really been bettered as a sort of basketball sim style game. Absolutely loved it. Obviously it's only 2v2, but still absolutely brilliant stuff. Really loved it.
No good! To Johnson! He's heating up! Owen!
So certainly another iconic gaming series from Midway would be Rampage, which actually spawned a movie a couple of years ago which starred The Rock, which wasn't actually too bad. Who would have thought there'd have been a movie from this gaming sort of series? And basically you're just George the ape gorilla, whatever it is, and you're basically trying to destroy everything in the sort of town. Very addictive stuff, good fun to play. There was also an arcade machine released a couple of years ago with Arcade 1-Up. Seemed like an interesting choice, to be honest, but anyway, it is out there. There are other games on that cabinet, thankfully, as well, and it would be great to see this someday, maybe on Evercade. So next game we're looking at is Total Carnage. Now I'm certainly getting Smash TV vibes from this game, and it's easy to see why. It basically seems to use the same sort of control methods, the same sort of graphical style, and a lot of the same sound effects as well. And I'm pretty sure there is a bit of a crossover between Williams and Midway. I might be wrong. I know right now they are both actually owned by Warner Brothers, so not entirely sure if it's ever likely to see any of these games on Evercade. I'm pretty sure Blaze has probably spoke to them, and as they have probably spoke to many other publishers throughout their tenure, and you never know, we might see this. This is such a fun, fantastic game. Now obviously this would be a twin stick sort of shooter style game, but we have Xenocrisis on Evercade, and we somehow made that work using the D-pad and the sort of face buttons on the front of the handheld. This is great fun. One of those games, turn your brain off and enjoy it. So final pick is Spy Hunter, and this is actually the NES version. Now if we did get Midway onto Evercade, I would love to see console collections as well as arcade versions as well. But who knows what we'll see. It's obviously a what if, it's not a prediction. This is just a look at what we could see if it possibly did happen. Let me know guys, what other games from Midway would you like to see on Evercade if it did happen. Again, thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.